Yo, yo, what's up, people? How's it going? Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year, happy whatever it is you celebrate wherever you are in the world watching this video. Thanks for coming to the page. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all of that good jazz. But here we go with Raiden, right? The God of Thunder from Storm Collectibles. So, Storm Collectibles have come a long way with their fighting figures. I got the original Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and I have all the ninjas actually. But like the original Sub-Zero and Scorpion, man, and whenever you would pose their arms, like their hands would just fall off immediately, or when the hands fall off, then the gauntlet falls off, and then like it just really makes you upset. But I'm glad Storm has made a lot of great improvements on their figures and their fight body and their articulation, all that kind of good stuff. So they've got to the point where they're making these dope fighting figures where the hands don't fall off when you pose them. And I don't hear much squeak anymore these days, but Storm Collectible is really known for their squeak. But like I said though, man, they've come a long way, so props to them. But today we are focused on Raiden, the Thunder guy, right? Got a little bit of red rub on mine right there, but that's gonna happen though. Whenever you have white next to a color, you're gonna get some paint rub. So here's a look at this face sculpt. They gave us 3 sculpts with Raiden. This nice little hat. I guess it's supposed to be wicker. Hard plastic. This is not bendy plastic like they typically use. That's pretty hard, so it's possible to snap that off. Be very, very careful. Be very, very careful. Right? So I showed you guys the neck already. Sitting on a peg, left, right. There's that Storm squeak. Listen. I just zoned out. My bad, y'all. We back. Arms. Braden is buff. Always with Storm. Double jointed here. Nice range there. Swivel right there. Butterfly is also present. And it has like a little drop down thing, which is kind of interesting too. Like the shoulder. See how high this shoulder is and how low that shoulder is? He can bring it back up. So he can dip that shoulder really good. Like like a Jay-Z get the dirt off your shoulders kind of move. His gi is soft plastic and it moves around a lot. I'm fine with that. His belt does come apart right there. If you look, there's a little notch where the belt can come off, and you can probably pull this whole gi off. So that's cool. I'm not gonna do that. Same thing with the other side. Got the little logo right there. I'm not sure what that means, but stuff. Oh, there it is. Oh man, need some shock oil inside that. I'm afraid I'm gonna break something in his chest. But going forward, you can feel his torso is soft. That's one good thing about Storm Collectibles. This soft plastic they use to give us more range of movement and to stop things from breaking. Like usually, some companies would make this like a hard plastic and that would break, but this is real soft and real flimsy. So I like that. And then like that soft right there. The inside is also soft and it's connected right there. So don't pull this up because you will break and separate that, and then you'll be finding yourself trying to repair it. But Raiden moves in 2 different places. There's like his chest and then like the abs. So that gives him like a lot of crunching. And then usually figures bend backwards more than they bend forward just because of the engineering. And there's a good point right there. Raiden also follows that line. Follows that standard. Arms going up about yay high before you have to like really force them. And he's just so buff right now. This version, Storm Collectibles version of Raiden, is so buff. Look inside there. See that floating little shoulder little joint right there? Piece. Raiden's so buff that he's not gonna lift his arms up too much. Not at all. Right? So let's get these arms up and let's check out the either the Rob Van Dam. The Rob Van Dam was a wrestler in ECW, and he had a move called the Van Daminator, and he would do the splits and kick you. He would throw a chair at you through the splits and then kick you with a chair. So they call that the Van Daminator. And then there's Jacques Van Dam, who is a famous guy, martial artist, movie guy, actor, I should say, who's famous for doing the splits. So that's why I call this the Jean-Claude Van Damme, or I call this the Rob Van Dam, because they're both grown men who can do the splits. And I don't know many grown men that can do the splits. So Jean-Claude Van Damme, Rob Van Dam. Also, sometimes I'll call this the sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels from WWF Sweet Chin Music. That was his signature move. Oh, look at that squeak. That Storm collectible squeak. Frontwards and backwards looks a bit like that. Right? He's not really going to jump over too many hurdles, but that's still a good distance. Let's check out that swivel. Down here. We can't really pull it up, but it is there. Let's see. See? A little bit. And it's really squeaky. Double jointed with the knees, but all of the Storm collectibles fight bodies mostly are, at least the Mortal Kombat ones are. I got a good amount. Actually, I have all of the Mortal Kombat from Storm collectible minus every different color version, because I don't need like the blue, the red, like the purple, green, yellow, orange. I don't need every single color of the exact same dude, the exact same body. Now, if there was like a different version, that's a different story. But if it's the exact same dude, that doesn't make sense. Unless it's like Scorpion, Sub-Zero, you know, unless it's the ninjas. The ninjas make sense to buy over and over again because they're different characters. They just so happen to have the exact same body and the exact same pretty much everything. It's just, it was a lazy programming back in the day from Mortal Kombat, but Storm Collectibles have taken full advantage of it by producing the exact same body with a different color outfit on. But you can't really get mad at that because that's how they were in the video game. So check out his back. Got some wrinkles right there. Flap that up. I got red. I don't know if you can see that. Let's get close up. Excuse me. Excuse him. See that? I got red all right there. So it's going to make that real pink. You can, of course, you can fix that up with some light little white brushing if you care that much, but really it's going to be like this all the time. There's going to be I can see it already in his elbow joints. There's going to be some discoloration over time in those joints. I don't know why. Maybe from the handling. This is one of those guys where you got to wash your hands before you handle this because of the white. I don't like white figures, but they look good. But I'm not really a big fan of figures with white paint. All right, so let's talk about the accessories. So of course the hat is one. Right, I'm gonna show you guys the actual tray and what it will look like when you get yours. Put that down. So per usual these days, they didn't do it much back in the day. Well, they did really. Storm Collectibles gives us some nice effects. You know, there's two companies that do effects very well. Mezco, whenever they do give you effects, they give you some really good effects. Storm Collectibles, when they give you effects and accessories, they're usually very, very good. So we have these lightning bolts that just slide over top of these hands. Pretty much any flat hand, those lightning bolts would just slide right across his hand, running right over top of his hand. They have like a little three-point thing where you can like see how that goes like that. See, so that's trying to tickle. That's how you're going to slide those on Raiden's hands. Amazing. This is amazing. They gave you extra pegs for his wrists, or actually no, those are for his wrists in case you break them. This is amazing. People, other companies need to learn. Do that, right? Unfortunately, the Storm collectible Mortal Kombat figures don't come with stands like the Street Fighter ones do. So no stand for Raiden, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in his fist, 5 sets of hands with different poses. We have an angry yelling face where he's like, I'm the God of Thunder. And then look at this face. You can hear it. You know what he's saying. He's saying, you know, when he flies across the screen, you know, you can hear this face. You know what he's saying. So don't act like you don't. You know exactly what's going on with that face. We got some more lightning effects, right? And you can do almost any, you put these anywhere, like shock your body, shock your face. Then we got some lightning effects that come out of his fingertips, and these are made from a different kind of plastic, and these are a little bit they're bendy, but be careful, man, because it'll be really easy to snap one of those little lightning bolts off of that hand and you'll be salty. I'll be salty. Then we got the best effect of all. I love the Mortal Kombat Storm collectible blood effects. The best effect of all is the splattered half face effect from the lightning. Look at the tongue. See if the camera can focus on there. The tongue, the coloring, all the black, the red, even a little bit of red on the ears. On the box, they had Sub-Zero getting his face splattered by electric. Splatter batter. Look at that. That looks really good. But I'm pretty sure this probably, you could probably put this head on anybody. But it makes sense for the ninjas though. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Noob, Saibot, Raid. All those guys. That looks really good. So those blood effects from Storm collectibles always look good. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. I want to show you guys quickly my little wooden dummy that I made. And of course for Mortal Kombat figures, for any type of ninja figure, this will look good. Like IP Man was busting this thing up. Anytime you see a dojo, they probably have one of these wooden dummies in there that they're beating up on. So I made this. If you guys are really interested in how I did it, I can make a tutorial. This is just my first version, and I literally just freestyled this thing after seeing one picture. I just freestyled and just made this out of cardboard, paper towel roll, some string, and some what do you call those things? Popsicle sticks, and some paint. See that? There's the insides. That's a little bit behind the scenes. Don't tell nobody about that. All right. So if you guys want to see how I made this, let me know, people, and I can make a tutorial. Blah, 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 blah. I can make a tutorial on this. Okay. So that's it for me. Have a good night.